Good morning, friends. I went to sleep last night and I did not vlog yesterday, although I went to sleep thinking about what I might vlog about. And this morning I spent a good couple of hours on what I call me time. And it's something that I want to invite you to do or try on for size. And I think that a lot of people are going to say, well, I don't have time for that, or make time, right? I mean, life's short. This one anyways, so take advantage of the time. And if you don't take care of you, then it's impossible to move forward or take care of other people if you have kids, or show up at work feeling great, or in your life in general to show up. You have to take care of you. So coming at it from the standpoint of a female, because, that's my perspective, there's a lot of, there's a lot of all over the place with that, right? I have a lot of girlfriends that don't wear makeup or don't really, oh, I'm all natural and I don't dye my hair and I don't, and they just kind of do their thing, and I've gone through that period. Not that it's a period, but I guess what I'm saying is I've always felt it's one or the other. You're either, embracing your natural side and you don't shave your legs and you don't wear makeup and you don't, do any of those things, which is totally, completely beautiful, by the way. If you are embracing those things, I love you. And if you do want to cut your hair, or if you do want to color your hair, or you do want to shave your legs or whatever, I feel like there shouldn't be guilt about it. I feel like I put guilt on myself when I want to do those things. And I spent a lot of my life kind of resisting the girly impulses. I worked at a tire shop for almost 2 years and didn't own a dress for several years, and just went through these phases where I was, really not embracing my girliness. And there was this friend of mine who, one time I was telling him this, and I was ranting about girls and how girly they are, and the chitter-chatter, and the obsession with nail polish and hair, and da-da-da-da-da, and I'm ranting and ranting and ranting and ranting. I'm 19, and he stops me, he's like, hey, that's what I like about girls. I like that they're girly. I don't want to date a dude. And he said, I love that they get excited about those things, and I love that they put that energy into, dressing up for a date, and I love that they, want to paint their nails, or, and one of the other things that really stuck with me, and it always has, and I just shared it with a girlfriend of mine the other day, is, and he was like, and you know what I love? He said, I love the pooch. I was like, what's the pooch? And he said, it's that soft spot in the lower belly, the lower abdomen, right? The soft spot. And I was like, what? And I'm 19 and I'm totally obsessed with aesthetics at this period, of my life. Maybe not in a girly way, but in still in a figure way. And, just brainwashed by society. Oh, we have to look this way, we have to look this way. And I'm like, wait a minute, here's a guy. He's one of the sweetest guys I know, and he loves the pooch. And I was like, wow, I wonder if other people feel this way. And so, when I think about this, I think about a lot of things. I think about how much energy and time and thought we, particularly as women, I imagine, because that's all I know, spend and put into what we look like and what we feel like about how we look. And it just really, I think about that often, when I'm, feeling soft, fluffy is my word, then I'll put my hands over my pooch, and I'll hear him say that, and I'll be like, man, perspective, right? So it's all perspective, and I've been doing a lot of work on self-love and body image, and that's what, all of this stuff that I'm working on is kind of all about. And loving yourself every day, every way. Because we're all over the place, right? It's like, ooh, everything in life. If it was the same, wouldn't it be boring? So it's about choices too, right? So if you're going to choose to eat a whole container of cookie dough, if you're going to consciously choose to do that, then love it, right? Like, I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but love it. Like, really love it. Don't guilt yourself the whole time. Don't feel bad about it. Like, actually do it. And, I don't recommend doing it every day, but if you're going to do it, do it. Like, I smoked cigarettes for the better part of 13 years, actually, minus 2 years for pregnancy, so about 11 years total. And I remember meeting this person who's just incredible and has given me a lot of advice. He's very wise. And he asked me why I smoked cigarettes when I was smoking. And I said, I don't know, I guess I like to be outside. I guess I like smoking. I like it. And if you ask a smoker, there's a lot of people that are just like, I like it. And he's like, okay, well, describe to me the process of what it is, what do you do? So I said, well, of course I go outside. I never smoke in my home. And I love to put my face up and face the sun. And I love to just relax. And he's like, and wait, you're breathing, right? So you like to put your face up to the sun. You like to relax. You like to just be, and you like to breathe. I'm like, well, yeah, and feel ridiculous because I teach breath work, young instructor, and I'm smoking. I had so much guilt around it. And he was like, okay, well, stand here. And so I stood there and I put my hands out and face the sun and eyes to the sun and breathe, right? He said, do you still want a cigarette? And I said, yep. And he said, okay. But that stuck with me, right? And then the other thing he said, okay, Holly, I invite you. He said, rather than feeling so much guilt around smoking, I invite you to love it. If you're going to choose to do this, then really love it and enjoy it. And there could be a lot of controversy over that statement and schools of thought about that statement, but I've been applying that to my life in so many different aspects. Love it. Whatever it is, love it so much that it either becomes everything that you want it to be or it just fades away. And I'll tell you what, smoking just faded away from me. It's been 7 months now, and I don't even want them, and it's amazing. So what's the point of all that? The point is, whatever you're going to choose to do, accept it and love it, and really, really enjoy whatever it is. So if it's cookie dough, or if it's a big fat steak, or gristly, like whatever it is, we know, right? We're pretty smart. We know what's good for us to a degree, and if you don't, there's a lot of information out there. There's a ton of people that would love to share with you. There's books, there's all kinds of stuff, but for the most part, we know this is healthy for our bodies and this is not, right? If you're going to make a choice that's not, embrace it. So I rant, and I'm going to go back to my point of also every day, every way. So I would like to invite you to, as often as you can, even if it's for like a couple seconds when you go into the bathroom and you look in the mirror, but the big routine that I'm asking you to try on for size is the me time. So if you like baths, take a bath. If you like to exfoliate, exfoliate. If you like to do face masks, do face mask. If you, whatever the case may be, but take the time to really indulge in yourself and in this time for yourself. And then, I want you to stand in front of the mirror, completely naked, and I want you to look at yourself. And I invite you to do this in a time where perhaps the house is to yourself. Because I'm going to bet a lot's going to come up. Okay? And I want you to set aside a good chunk of time for this. And I would like you, hopefully you have a pretty good sized mirror, like more than just a little one that's going to have your face, but just look at yourself and be with yourself. And don't say anything. right away. I mean, it's going to go. It's going to go. You're going to be saying a lot in your head, but just let it be like a meditation. Just let it come. Let it all come. And as it comes, I want you to look at yourself right in the eyeballs. And I want you to say, I love you. You are beautiful. And I want you to keep saying that, and keep saying that, and keep saying that. And if you feel it and it resonates in your body, great. Great. Enjoy your day. I mean, wow, power to you. For me, the first time I did this, I was in the bathroom for probably an hour and a half. And I cried my ass off. And it was so hard to look myself in the eye. It's hard to look myself in the eye. Myself. Like, how can you look anybody else in the eye? How can you come from a place from yourself? How can you, if you don't love you? So, look, you're going to take it all in, right? And you're going to have that voice and you'll be like, oh, and even the parts that you don't like. And just be present and stay with it and keep loving yourself.